right, everybody. Final stop today. I started at Queen's Park, then I came to Whitby and Ajax, and then back to Queen's Park, and now we decided, you know what? You know, I haven't seen in like 24 hours the Minister of Education, Stephen Lecce, and so here I am in King City, right outside the office of Stephen Lecce right here, which I gotta tell you is bigger than I think most people's houses. But anyways, it's locked, not surprisingly, just like all the conservative MPP offices today. And you know, really, there's no excuse for that. These are protesters, yes, they're picketers from QP and other unions, but they just want to have a chat, you know, and what our NDP MPPs are doing in our offices when picketers are showing up is we're going out and we're talking, we're sharing, and we're listening, and that's what needs to be happening right now. But instead, this government has taken the most anti-democratic approach by shutting out workers, imposing a contract, and doing that by using the notwithstanding clause, which is deeply undemocratic, and I think many of you know why, but I can explain it sometime. Anyways, I'm out here. I want to show you. Again, this is in front of Stephen Lecce's office. There's so many people here. Most of them are education workers, EAs, ECEs, office administrators, secretaries, custodians, and they're out here again because they're some of the lowest paid education workers. They earn around $39,000 and less, and many of them we know are juggling more than one job. Many of them are actually going to food banks. We heard numerous stories like that today from education workers, and we've got to stop. It's got to stop. And I want to say it's been a real privilege today to connect with so many. I wish that the conservative MPPs were doing that too. I wish they were listening. I wish they were learning something today, because this is this is what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like, people. And nobody wants to see the disruption in schools. Education. Hi, Leo. I am in King City, out front of Stephen Lecce's constituency office, and you can hear it is so noisy here because there's so much support. Everybody who drives by, truckers, everybody is honking their horns. They're so supportive of the education workers, because you know what? These are the people that help our kids at school. It's the lunchroom supervisors. Look, I don't think you can even hear me because it's so amazing. But you can see everybody here is out, and that's Stephen Lecce's constituency office, and he's the Minister of Education. And it's really a pleasure to be here with all these education workers and to listen to their stories, and to the parents and students, the kids who are out today, and other unions too. I gotta say, it's been an incredible show of solidarity. So I'm really pleased to be here again. You know, what this is about is the education workers. It's about the state of our education system. It's about the fact that we have educational assistants working with 600, we're responsible for schools with 600 students and one educational assistant who helps our kids with the most complex needs. We could triple the number of VAs and we still wouldn't have enough. And we pay them such ridiculously low wages that those are the people that are going and using food banks right now to feed their families. We cannot afford to do this. If we continue this way, what is going to happen if they impose this contract is people will continue to live in poverty. They'll leave. They'll leave the education sector. You know, they love it, but they'll leave, and the reason they'll leave is because they cannot afford to do it anymore. And if that happens, we are in big trouble, because we're going to see exactly the same problems that we've had with the healthcare sector. We're going to see it happen here in the education sector. We're going to lose those workers, and we're going to have a crisis. And it's really funny where you're saying that resistors are here. Anybody on Twitter who knows resistors? They're here, and they've been filming everything. They're some of my favorite people. So listen, get out there and support our pickets and our education workers.